Good afternoon, Andrew and Gavin. You're the co-founders of the Change Venture Capital. You've been doing this for 9 months. What's the 3 things individually you've learned from doing this?
That's a big question, Andrew. Want me to go first? I go first. I say something stupid, get me out of the way. No, 3 things. Okay. I didn't know this question was coming, by the way. So 3 things. I'm going to do one personal, one about the change, and one about venture capital generally. Okay. First one, I did this journey because I know that I'm pretty good at doing business, relatively good. I'm good at creating decent businesses and good turnover, and I've done that in multiple different sectors. But I wanted to know more about myself, about whether I could do what we're trying to do, which is create 10 billion of value in 10 years from an acorn of 10 million. And I want to go on that journey, and I can tell you I've been through every emotion you could possibly think of in the last 9 months. I have doubted myself like I've never doubted myself before, but I've also felt I've learned more in 9 months than I've ever learned before. And I've even had imposter syndrome for the first time in my life. I've been embarrassed, I've done all sorts of things. I've thought, I don't know. I don't know if I can do it. So I've had every emotion under the sun, but that's why I wanted to do this journey. So that's something I learned. That's the founder's journey. The founder's journey is different from every other journey because we're trying to do something that's never been done before in Northern Ireland, certainly, if anywhere. And that's scary. It goes from there to there. That could happen 10 times in one day, literally. And you have no certainty. You can't go. So if I'm opening a Spar store, or I'm being a mentor, or I'm opening a Subway store, or I'm being a parachute, you go and say, who's the best? Go and have a look, and I'll copy that and I'll try and do it a wee bit better. We're sort of sitting here in Northern Ireland, and we're sort of creating this stuff. Okay, so that's the first thing. That's personal thing. And the next thing is on the change. The thing that I've learned is that it's a team game. It's a team game. It's not just about me. And that's different for me. It's about the team. It's about being on a journey with Andrew. It's about being on a journey with Laura and Colin, who've got in our executive team, and building other people in. And collectively, we can actually really make a difference. And number 3, what have I learned about the wider ecosystem of venture capital? That's a big. Do you know what? I'm just at the start of my journey. I'm absolutely loving it. I know about this much probably so far, but I'm trying to suck information as much as I can. I'm a sponge to every single person I meet, and learn more every day.
Yeah. Personally, I would mirror, to be honest, almost exactly what Gavan has said about his second one on the team side. I've always done things really by myself. I've kind of pushed forward and just something done, I did it. That didn't matter that's cleaning the toilet or whether that's coming up with the next big patent. But it just was normally, it fell on me. So if someone knew that I'd lifted the problem, I would do so. And I've realised that I can't do everything. And that team side dynamic to this, having Gavan, a big side I wouldn't be strong on. I'm going to say on the presence almost is the truth of it. Something I think Gavan is absolutely great at, and we're a great counter when it comes to decision making. We challenge each other all the time. It's probably head fry for Gavan. But the truth is, like, not that I enjoy that frying someone's head, but I definitely find we bounce very well.
Exactly.
So that would be my personal one. From business perspective, I think the types of businesses we're involved in, these are highly innovative, as I would term them, radical innovations. So in a new market or an emerging market with a new technology, very, very difficult. These are the 1 in a million or less ideas. These are the ones that are unusual. And I've become more clear as to the fact that that is what I'm doing. Something that I kind of have done myself personally, but never expressed that, I'm going to set out and do that crazy thing. These crazy change makers are going to change the world. And we're working in very new markets, from next generation sequencing to Fitbits for horses to all sorts of things. And these are really highly interesting new ideas. So that's been interesting, helping someone through that journey and speeding them up. Lastly, in venture capital, I have learned an awful lot moving from one side of the table to the other. Having to answer to an account manager in a venture capital firm and get your documents in order and get everything together, that's one thing. Being the person who's having to challenge that founder to do that, going through their frustrations, why has it not happened yet? Why has the money not come in yet? Why do you have to do that yet extra thing that I hadn't expected to have to do? That's difficult, and it tests relationships, particularly during the heavy work. That's
So 9 months ago, this was just an idea on a piece of paper. Fast forward to 9 months. You've went through, like you said, all the troubles. Would you do, if you went back 9 months, would you do anything differently? Would you start it up differently?
You want to take that one first again, or do you want me to take that one?
That's a big question. Who wrote that question? Start to regret that one. And so if we went back with hindsight, what would we do differently in hindsight? The truth is that you have to learn this stuff the hard way. You know, you do have to learn from your mistakes, albeit as a mentor, I would always say is go and find somebody, and we have done plenty of that as well. Go and find somebody who's already been down the track, suck up their information so that you don't have to make the mistakes that you're about to make. And we've done our best to do that. We've spoken to all of the leading players in venture and in the startup and founder world. We've been lucky enough. If you just see, for instance, there's something we're involved in. It's not strictly speaking a change one, but we've been involved with Catalyst for one of the found-ups that myself and Andrew, the angel, invested in before. So Catalyst have been absolutely brilliant. We did their Springboard program recently on that. To speak with amazing people like John Napton and Paul Campbell, who's EIR on that one. We've been very blessed to have good quality people advise us on the journey. So I know the question was, would you do anything differently? I think the answer is no. Andrew will come up with something.
No, I'm very definite because of, in my brain, essentially, it caused the most amount of hassle between us as well, to be honest, over this period. So I think the most important thing, and I'm trying to remember, it was, I think, it was an academic paper I read. And essentially they said that what is the biggest contributor to a successful company? It's the number of decisions you make. You make the wrong ones, you make the right ones, but you make decisions. And I feel like during the first period of our journey, we didn't make enough decisions. So we had lots and lots of meetings, we had lots and lots of backdrop, and we met lots of people. But we didn't use those to train our decision making. We kind of were a wee bit not as, I'm going to say, precise or definite as we could be. So that would be what I have learned. And would I do it differently? I would have been more decisive. But that would be all. And what I'm going to do is use that as a barometer, stake ground. Next 3 months, next year, we are more decisive, and we have been already. We've been talking about that. And I think we're just being much more decisive that, yes, that needs done now, needs done by the end of today. I can't wait until tomorrow, as opposed to, we'll think about that and figure out what we're going to do. So the more decisive we've got, the more momentum and traction we're making.
Yeah, the only counter to that is because I had such a steep learning curve, because most of this is really new to me, is that I was probably rabbit in the headlights, but I had to soak up so much knowledge that you probably didn't have a willing partner with you to make those decisions. Whereas now I feel that I've found the feet of it. Yeah. And we're ready to, right, decision, let's make it, move on.
Yeah.
Thank you.